Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to take a look into 110, and some changes has been done to this tank. Let's talk about this very quickly. DPM buff, accuracy buff, aim time buff, armor buff. This tank is still least favorite or least played tank from the all tier 8 heavies. And you know what? The armor of this tank is so bloody kaku, if you would ask me, right? You want to pretty much hide your humongous lower plate, and you want to beg that enemies won't aim over there, right? I played some battles with this tank. I want to give a fair chance for this tank. So pretty much I took my balls in the hand, right? I played like 5 battles off recording, off record, or however you would call this, and I was trying to figure out, can you make aggressive play with this tank and how you should play with this vehicle, right? Considering you do not have the best alpha damage, 320 by the way, you have kind of average shell velocity. Well, shell velocity isn't the worst over there. 950 is okay with the standards. With the gold you have pretty much 1200, which is not horrible whatsoever. So how are you playing with this tank, right? And I was trying to dig deeper, and only one plan which I figured out is you need to play. Oh, this is the perfect play. You are sitting somewhere in the second lane and you are trying to wait until enemies are going to make a mistake. When enemies are going to make a mistake, you are crossing your fingers and you are hoping that your gun will work. I lost so many fights against the tier 7 with this tank. As an example, previous game, I played in the Pilsen, you know, I went to make a bit of the pressure against the tier 7. Tier 7 lit me on fire from the first shot frontally. You know, it is kind of sadness, fellas. I'm not going to lie. And I think this tank kind of deserves to be in the bottom of the most played tank list. I am speaking about the tier 8 heavy tanks. It just simply deserves it. It doesn't feel great, it doesn't feel enjoyable, and it doesn't have anything to offer, you know? I think that is the most fair way to describe this vehicle, fellas. And you know, I do not want to start everything from the negative note because, you know, I want to give a chance for every and each tank. But making pressure with this tank, it is super duper hyper turbo hard. It truly is. And yet still it doesn't stop me from getting involved. Listen, how we are going to do the things. I see the opportunity and I see that enemy team is melting a bit. So what we are going to do, we are going to cross like this. We are going to be patient, mother truckers, and we will try to use our -6 gun depression to the best of our abilities. And we are going to say hello for this Tiger P. Skill, are you sure about this? You are not going to turn here? No, I'm not going to turn here. I am feeling alright. I want to hit this Tiger P twice. He won't even realize what happened. Plus, on top of that, we can say hello for the Stunner Emil as well. There is a chance that Stunner Emil won't even react. He is thinking, I do not know what he is thinking, to be fair with you. It's not my problem, it's not my business. Let's farm the guy and let's enjoy ourselves. Maybe he's a fucko, honestly. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Cover 3. Do we have good enough angle to eliminate cover 3? No, we do not. Yes, we do. No, we don't. How about the Tiger P? I told you that Tiger P won't pay attention at us. The main reason why I said so, that he won't pay attention at us, because no one is looking on to their back in this kind of situation. No one does, right? Meanwhile, phase 1, how are you doing this fine day? Beautiful decision from my side. We abused enemies like there is no tomorrow. We made such a great play in this situation, and I am very happy with my decisions, right? To pretty much grow balls and to flank enemies like there is no tomorrow. This is very good play, and I am happy about this. Obviously, not everything is ideal. Those two artists are slapping me like there is no tomorrow, but you know what? I am willing to be the punch ball for artists, and the most important thing, why am I willing to be punch ball for artists? Because everyone else is having a great time, and everyone else is just simply slapping enemies left, right, and center. Beautiful. This flanking maneuver was fine and everything went okay. Hip hip hooray. The most important thing why we are successful in this game is because we caught enemies off guard. I mean, this is how I imagine this, and this is what I am thinking. Obviously, we lost all of our hit points by the Arthas, and Arthas had time to slap us. That's okay. Not much what we can change about this, right? But other than that, it is okay. There is nothing to complain about. One more complaint which I have for this tank gun is... Well, okay, one more complaint which I have for this tank, it is gun. At least whenever I played my warming up games or overall to figure out how 110 is looking like nowadays, I felt like the gun was throwing potatoes and the gun treated me quite badly. But that would add up with... excuse me. But that would add up with the whole aspect of made in China, you know? At least this is how I feel like. At least this is how I feel like, fellas. Okay, Mr. Indian Panzer, we do not really mind him that much. We are just going to make a bit of pressure like this. Ah, and it's burning frontally. This is also important thing to highlight. This vehicle is definitely burning frontally. Now, let's see. Can we get 1 or 2 shots more to have actually decent score with this vehicle? Let's see. 3000 damage is very, very good score for the tier 8 heavy tank caliber like this. Beautiful. Okay, not quite, but other than that, it is okay, fellas. 3,200 combined, 2,800 damage, 600 assisting damage. Good game. Very nice. Okay, and we are back, fellas. So what do we have for ourselves? We got ourselves solid 2,800 damage, 600 assisting damage, first class, which is nice. We made a decision to make a hardcore pressure here, and it just paid off. Hip hip hooray. I am feeling happy about this. First by experience, second by the damage, and we made a bit of the profits as well because we completed the mission. Very nice. Let's keep the ball rolling and let's make this tank work. It is a bit of the struggle, but I believe we are going to be successful and we are going to be fine. Do I think this tank deserves a bit more buffs? In my opinion, it's still very, very weak, fellas. Okay. Yeah. What do we have here, fellas? We have a tier 10 Seren Coast game. Oh, this is going to be a rough one. Okay. Logically thinking, we are loading gold instantly because we are going to snipe at first. I'm not even joking. Listen, my thinking process. I do not want to go into the heavy line here because if I will meet 260, it's game over. If I meet Conqueror, it's game over. Even if I will meet the Mr. Dildo, it's game over, you know? It's not going to be nice. So that's what we need to keep in mind. We need to be very, very smart with our decisions, and we do not want to sacrifice our hit points for free, right? We just do not want to do that. So that is the thing to highlight. Overall, plus on top of that, there is a chance the almighty Jack Panzer is sniping from the back, and this is simply no bueno. Yeah, we need to be smart, in other words. Now, what we are hoping for, as all of us can see, the 260 is playing somewhere over there. That's good. So maybe he will try to get a bit involved, and if 260 will get involved, we are going to slap him. Same goes for Progetto, and same goes for everyone who is playing in this area. This is looking kind of alright. How about the Progetto? How are you doing? We are taking our time to aim, and luckily we are hitting our shots, so that is beautiful. Meanwhile, we have a Caliban sniper Schnitzel as well sitting somewhere over there. Unfortunately, we do not have angle, but we do not complain about this. We are fine. When the time will come, we are going to make pressure for the enemies sideways, fellas. I can promise you that. By saying sideways, we are going to go in front like this. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find a decent angle to punish Jack Tiger prototype. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Beautiful. We are paying attention what is surrounding us, and we are just simply trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can in this angle, right? This is how am I looking into all of this. Conqueror. Conqueror is thinking about getting more involved, and this is actually the proper decision from his side. In other words, we cannot do absolutely anything here. We can only hope that almighty Jack Pizda will shoot him from the side, right? That's all we are thinking about, and hopefully he's going to get involved, and hopefully he will slap him. Whenever this side will fall, and there is a chance this side will fall very, very soon, what we are going to do, we are going to go for a bit of the more safe defense parameter. And this is how you are playing by being bottom tier Kaku without gun depression and without the greatest armor of all time, you know? It's just... I mean, okay, listen, if I would play with, let's say, Kerveron, I would feel great to make a bit of pressure like this, right? Because I have gun depression. If I would play with a T-32, I would try to do the same. With this tank, the situation is a bit different. There is no business for me to do here. Even though I would love to say something else, I would love to say, oh yeah, fellas, we can actually make a lot of pressure here and we can slap them left, right, and center. No, unfortunately, it's not the case, and I need to be way smarter in this situation. I just simply need to hold my horses. I just need to be patient, and I need to wait until they will mess up. And mess up, they will. They always do. The question is, what is the price which our team is going to pay for this? Now, that being said, we are going to relocate already somewhere here around the Arta. Skill, so wait a second. Heavy tank hiding behind the Arta. Yeah, exactly, fellas. Exactly. And if it is possible, then we need to push Arta for a meet, so we are going to have a hold down as well. Okay, I'm taking my words back. He killed 260. Good Arta, my man. Good Arta. We like you. We appreciate you. You are beautiful. And do not allow anyone else to say anything differently to you. Good. Very nice. Okay, in this situation, I changed my plan a bit. We have Grilla sniping from here, which is okay. Which is okay, fellas. We are fine. How about if we are going to keep playing here, and whenever enemies will try to make a bit of pressure, we are going to be the ones who are spotting for our grille. I am just trying to think out of the box, fellas. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think out of the box in this situation. I know the situation is 3-9. I know I am bottom tier floor vibe, you know. I get the point that I am not the most muscular mother trucker in this situation, so I am just trying to feed out of the breadcrumbs, fellas. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to feed out of the breadcrumbs. No comment. You are very bored. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you hear that first. Beep beep pop beep pop pop. Artificial intelligence is reaching the new levels. Sorry. And we are improving in the game. We are becoming very bored. But you know what is the funniest part of all of this, fellas? This very bored person is going to be better than their Skoda T50, and we are going to take that. We are going to have a great time. And look at this. TVP is saying, I understand the tier 8, but look at that was unbelievable. Someone defended me. Oh, come on. I have my own tongue. I can't defend myself. I see that grill over there. Don't you worry. My initial thought over there is to focus on everyone. Okay. Not much what I can change about that. My initial point is to try to support our team as much as we physically and possibly can, right? That's what we are trying to do, and we are going to get a lot of use from all of this, hopefully. Hopefully, fellas. We're sitting hold down here. We are okay. Now the question is, will this Conqueror make pressure, and would the Grille be able to slap him as well? That's the question. Okay, good. Very, very nice, fellas. We are just trying to fight for our life. We are trying to fight for our ass, and we are fighting for our damage. Beautiful. Very, very nice. So far, so good. We are feeling very, very, very well. Beautiful. Excellent. This is exactly what we want to see. Beautiful, fellas. Now we have almighty Jack Panzer going for us. This is going to be rough. Okay, watch this. My prediction. We are going to lit this T10 on fire. Unfortunate, fellas, no fire. I repeat, no fire. Come on. Can we hit Jack Panzer in the face? This is the question. This is going to be very, very hard. This is going to be super hard, fellas. Full focus on the game and just trying to hold our position as much as we... Oh, yeah! As much as we physically and possibly can. There is no need for us to make a hardcore pressure. There is no need to, fellas. There is no need to. I kind of want to spot for our grille, if you know what I mean. That's what I want to do. Object should not go for us. I see the grille flanking. I'm very, very well aware of that. I see almighty Jack Panzer looking at me as well, which doesn't look great, but what can you do about this? Not much. Yeah, very, very, very hard situation. Our grill is farming though, that's good. Oh, come on, that was a good penetration. That was a good angle, and that was a good shot. Come on, game, please allow me to... Boop. Not the proper action, it's okay. We got this, fellas, we got this. All we want to do, we want to be patient. And we want to hold this lane as much as we physically and possibly can. That's what we want to do. Our grille is booming. Hopefully our grille will eliminate Conqueror from the game. That's what I would love to see. And this Jack Panzer is sitting, fellas. He is looking at me and I'm looking at him. And he is looking at me and I am killing his friend. And he is looking at me. And now we are in the deep, deep, deep trouble. Skill, why would you say something like this? Well, you see there is a grille who is going brrr. There is a grille who is going brrr. For sure, grille is... Oh, low roll, no. This could have been better. That's okay. Can we spank almighty Jack Panzer? Yes, we can. I mean, the chance he won't penetrate me is so low, especially with the heat ammunition. But you know what? It worked. It worked. You can say whatever you want, but this... This safe approach in this situation was very, very, very good, fellas. I mean, I can promise you that if I would go here, I would be dead meat. 260 and Conqueror would eat me alive. I would be a meatball. If I would go here, I would be stuck and I could cry for 3 days, 3 nights. I am feeling extremely happy with my life decisions and how I play this game. This is good stuff, fellas. This is good stuff. To get 3,500 damage, a 900 assisting damage, with a bottom tier heavy tank. Mwah. Very, very, very good play, and I wish more games like this. That's what I am hoping for, you know? That's what I am hoping for. So looking into all of this, fellas, 3,500 damage, 900 assisting damage, beautiful. We are first by experience. We are second by the damage, which is very, very, very good. And fellas, you know, I am not mean, but I have a question. Who is a bot now? Fellas, who is the bot now, huh? Who's the bot now? You know, usually guys who are dying first in the game, they are talking the most. At least this is from my experience. Anyways, let's go for round number 3 and let's enjoy ourselves. Last but not least, fellas, look at this beauty. Tier 6 matchmaking. Wait, is it a perfect matchmaking we had in the game? Was the first battle was tier 8? second was tier 10, and third was tier 8. That is perfection, fellas. That's what I call a perfect matchmaking. I wish matchmaking would look like this. Let's say once you are getting equal tier, it would be like ladder, you know? That would be absolutely amazing. You are playing with a tier 6. You are starting tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, you know? That would be awesome, and you would keep going like this instead of getting slapped with a tier, with being bottom tier all the time, right? That would be absolutely help! That would be absolutely glorious. I need to get some sniper schnitzels here in the back, and you know what? I am trying to recruit Ergashem Borshik. Ergashem with hardering, never mind. I do not need to recruit him. It's completely unnecessary. We are fine without Ergashem, fellas. I repeat, we are fine without Ergashem. Now, it very much depends how many forces enemies will have in this side, okay? It very much depends on this, because if enemies won't have too many of the heavy tanks sitting here, we are going to be kind of fine and we are going to kind of enjoy ourselves. If enemies will have a lot of forces here, this is where the problem is coming, and this is going to be very, very rough. Okay, this is rough already. Vaka is better tank than I am, but the question is who is better player in this situation. I'm not entirely sure he knows what kind of angle to take, you know? This is what I am thinking. Okay, good. We are sitting all right. We are having a great time. Help! We are sitting kind of alright, fellas. Oh, yo, this guy is a special one. Okay, I like it. I really like it, fellas. I really like it. Good. This is what I want to see, fellas. This is what I want to see. This is exactly how we want to play this game. Oh, yo! Oh, yo! Good, this guy is dead. Okay. Help! All I am trying to do in this situation, fellas, I am trying to get maybe a bit more sniper schnitzels here to come for us. This is what I'm thinking, fellas. I mean, I could escape here and I would avoid getting gangbanged. Is it the right way to do the things or not? You tell me, fellas. Meanwhile, we have Jack Tiger 88 who wants to get involved, and you know what? I like him. I like him, fellas. The main difference between me and him is, oh papa, I am getting I'm taking one for the team. That is the main difference between me and him. How about that? How about that for a truth? Okay, listen, luckily we have the art support. That is always positive thing and that is a good thing. But we need to focus here. We need to try to slap them left, right and center, and we need to be successful in this situation. That's what we need to do. And so far we are doing a great job, fellas. So far we are doing a great job. At least I would never ever complain about this. Meanwhile, Waka over there, okay, that was kind of idiotic pick by me. Not much what I can change about that. I gave him a free shot. You know, I felt like he isn't enjoying himself that much, so we just need to give him a free shot, because otherwise he might not enjoy himself. So yeah, here we go. Now you know. Now you know. How about this PP? Woo! Hi! How is your day looking like? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. I thought so. Have a good day. Straight to the garage he goes. And now we need to check out the VK. Maybe VK is still lurking around the shadows over there. And once again, we are doing a good job. Yes, we are top dog in the field. Yes, we are trying to use the tank for the best of our abilities. And we are trying to play as good as we physically and possibly can. Yes, we are trying to do all of those things. Kind of hard shot. I would love to go here, hold down, but I just simply think it is not going to be worth it. The most important thing, why do I think it's not going to be worth it? Because of this Jack Tiger 88. Jack Tiger 88, believe me or not, he has a very, very nice DPM and he can slap the living crap out of me. And plus on top of that, we need to keep in mind that it is not a rocket science to lit me on fire either, so I need to keep this in mind. Meanwhile, Jackson, nah. Yeah, gun can definitely feel like sometimes it is made in China, right? And as you can see, it wasn't like the longest shot ever, but it just happened to be that we are missing that. 200 meters or so, right? 4 minutes left. No, how to get more use? How to get more use, fellas? How to get more involved and how to do more? As you can see, in this situation we are just working out this lane and we are having a great time. Meanwhile, trying to side scrap, nah, lower plate. Oh, come on! Made in China! No? Made in China. You know what? If you will keep misbehaving like this, I will replace you with a German tank. And you can rotten in the garage. How about that? How about that? Okay, Jack Tiger 88, Jack Tiger 88, Jack Tiger 88 is trying to flank us. I mean, that was quite a play, my man. That was bad aim by me. No complaints, no regrets. You know what? I am going to go for this VK maybe. Maybe I'm just going to go for this VK. Good. A bit of assisting damage, that's okay. Can we bait him to shoot us? Boom. We baited him to shoot us, that's good. Right into the lower play, that's okay. We are trying to bait to shoot us once again. He is looking at us, we are looking at him. We baited him properly. We are peeking sideways, we are slapping him in the lower plate. Can we get another bait? Unfortunately, I don't really think we can, but we will try to do our best. Oi, 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 oi. Definitely not the chosen one, VK, to be fair with you. I have lower ground, it's not necessarily bad. Actually, he managed to penetrate us, but it doesn't change anything. 2 minutes of this game left, and we are trying to find a decent angle to slap the AC4 Experimental and Jackson. That's what we are trying to do. Also, I saw the Arta Tracer from here, so we could slap this Arta as well. For Jackson, I was considering for a second to load the high explosives, but I made a decision not to. That's okay. How about almighty AC4 Experimental here in the back? Another shot here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we want to find the Arta. Once again, I'm pretty sure that Arta was sitting somewhere over there. Could he find the keyboard to escape? Maybe. Maybe, fellas. Maybe he found the keyboard to escape, but we are going to figure this out. Arta! Keyboard to escape. Skill, you are expecting way too much. I knew it, fellas. I knew it. I bloody knew it. I was simply expecting way too much from the Arta. 4.2 thousand. Beautiful game, fellas. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. You know what? In this session, this tank looks significantly better than it is. I just want to say that out loud, and I want to share that with you. In this session, we made this tank work extremely, extremely well. I warmed up before the session, right? I try to play aggressively with this tank. I try to be I try to check out how the armor feels like, how the armor looks like, and so on, right? And truth to be told, I figured out the way how to play with this tank, but I needed like 5 games to give it a fair chance to warm up and to show what I can do. Plus on top of that, believe me or not, but this matchmaking session was very, very good for us, right? I think we played the game super well, and I think this gun is absolutely glorious. I mean, fellas, this gun is absolutely glorious. Keep this in mind. Very nice. Yeah, frontal penetration, we can deal with this, obviously, because I'm shooting gold, and one more for a good measure. 5 kills. And a lot of damage. Nice. Okay, fellas. We are back and we finished everything with a solid ace. What a beautiful game that was. Okay, let's take a look at it. Ace, Paskuki, steel wall, high caliber, close to 5,000 damage. We are tickling 5,000 damage mark. 500 assisting damage. Overall, first by the damage, first by experience. And we lost a bit of the credits because I fired quite a bit of the gold ammunition, and in the same time, I do not have Chinese extra rations. I forgot to buy them. Happens for the best of us. Also, our average performance is 3.8 thousand average damage and 700 assisting damage. Fellas, I think we made this tank work. I honestly think we made this tank work. And if you are curious, fellas, does this tank look great overall, speaking about the performance of the vehicle, right? I can tell you that it's not. I mean, the top player of this tank, right? We are speaking about September, so the whole month, played for 2.3 thousand damage. There was one guy who did 2.7 thousand damage. And 6 guys over the whole month did only 2,000 damage plus. Everyone less sub 2,000, right? So that says a lot about the tank. But nevertheless, I think we proved the point that even a bad tank can have a good day, right? So here we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your daily dose of skill and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.